Good morning. Today we will be doing a yoga flow that's great for every day and if you're new to practicing yoga. All you will need is some space and a soft surface to stretch. So let's get started at the top of your mat in a standing pose or Tadasana. Root down the feet, bringing attention to all four corners of your feet. So the toes, the outer arches, inner arches, and heels. Planting all four corners down. Engaging the legs, the core, facing the palms forward, and feeling the shoulders move away from your ears. Lengthening your neck long, and growing a little bit taller from your feet all the way to the crown of your head, standing tall and proud. Start to connect with your breath here. You can invite the eyes closed or soften the gaze down. Inhaling and exhaling only through the nose. Feeling the chest rise and fall with each and every inhale and exhale. As we stand tall and connect to our breath, start to invite an intention. An intention is something that you want to call into during your practice. An intention can be gratitude, happiness, or even strength. Allow that intention to flow through you in each and every movement. Now inhale, bring your arms down, around, and up, taking up space here. Bring your hands to touch at the top and bring your hands down to the front of your heart, touching the thumbs to your heart space. Calling in your intention in this moment. Inhaling, arms up to the sky. And then exhale, bring them down, hinging at the hips, planting your hands onto the mat. Bending your knees a lot here. Keep your hands on the ground and bend at the elbows, placing your thumbs in the crooks of your elbows, allowing the crown of your head to weigh down towards the floor. On the inhale, come up to a flat back, bending your knees, looking down, lengthening from your tailbone to the crown of your head. And on the exhale, round down, place your hands onto the ground. Inhaling, bend at the knees, using your leg strength to push yourself up to stand, keeping the head and spine all in one line. Reach your arms down, around, and up, touching the hands together at the top. And exhale, bring them down to heart center. Connecting with your intention that you set. Inhaling, breathe it in. And then exhale out through the mouth, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive down, hinging at the hips. Planting your hands down to the ground. Coming onto hands and knees, bringing your left foot and right foot back, and stacking your shoulders over your wrists and hips over your knees. Feel the hands press into the ground and the shins and the tops of the feet press into the ground. Tabletop pose. Moving into cat and cow here. As you inhale, push the ground. Pull the chest forward, drop the belly to the ground, and point the tailbone up. As you exhale, dip the chin into the chest, rounding the spine, curl your tailbone in. Inhaling into cow, shine chest forward, drop belly button to the ground, pull tailbone up. Exhale into cat, drop the head down, round the back, pull tailbone down. Breathe in cow pose and breathe out cat pose. On your next breath, find a neutral spine. Lengthen from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Now, touch your big toes together. Bring the knees out a little. And pushing at the hands, bring your hips to your heels, resting your forehead down to the earth. Connecting with your breath and calling back to your intention in this moment. Breathing your intention in and breathing out anything that no longer serves you. On the next inhale, coming back to tabletop, tuck your toes under, bending at the knees. Push the earth away into downward facing dog, bringing your tailbone up to the sky and connecting with your breath here. On the next inhale, bring your right leg up and glide it in between your hands, planting the foot down on the ground, stacking the front knee right over the ankle, dropping your knee to the earth and untucking the feet to press the top of the back foot into the mat. Into low lunge pose. Bring your hands to your hips, connecting back to your breath. Planting your hands back onto the ground and take the front leg back to meet the left at the back of the mat, shifting into downward facing dog. Connecting to your breath. On the inhale, take your left leg up towards the sky. And exhale, glide your leg in between the hands, rooting down in the front foot, stacking the front knee over the ankle, dropping your knee to the earth and untucking the feet to press the top of the back foot into the mat. And rising the torso up, placing the hands on the hips, or if you're trying to test your balance, bring it to the heart in prayer pose or Anjali Mudra. Connect back to your intention here. Breathing it in. And exhale, bring your arms back down to the earth. Transitioning into tabletop. Step your right foot behind your right wrist. And then bring your left foot behind your right wrist. Bending at your knees generously and forward fold. Inhale here and exhale here. Inhale, pressing the hands into the shins, lifting up to flat back. And exhale down, forward fold, planting the hands down. Inhale here, hinging at the hips, coming up slowly to stand, taking the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to touch in heart center. Calling in to your intention in this moment. Just paying attention to your breath. Now bring your hands to your hips, root down on the left foot, engaging the leg. Lift the right leg up just a little bit and place it back into space, rooting down the ball of the foot into the ground. checking if your front knee is right over your ankle, and standing tall in high lunge pose. Beautiful. Breathe here. Inhale, bring your back foot next to the left at the top of the mat. Exhale. On the inhale, root down on the right foot now and carry the left foot back into space, stacking the front knee over the ankle, keeping your hands on your hips here or take them back into heart center. Breathing here. In 3, 2, 1. Mindfully bring the back leg to meet the front at the top of the mat. Bring arms up into the sky and then swan dive them down, planting your hands onto the mat. Stepping the left foot back into space and the right into tabletop pose. Bringing the big toes to touch and pushing back into child's pose. Resting the forehead onto the earth. Noticing your breath here. As you slow down your breath, calling in on your intention in this moment. Lifting up slowly using your hand strength. Carefully find a seat on your sits bones. Taking the soles of your feet to touch into butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. If the hips are tight, bring the feet out just a little bit. On the inhale, root down at the sits bones and lengthen to the crown of the head. On the exhale, hinge forward. As you breathe in, grow longer from the sits bones to the crown of the head. And as you breathe out, see if you could just bring your chest a little bit closer to your feet. Allowing the breath to ease any tension that you're feeling in this pose. Inhale, slowly coming back up. And on the exhale, let your legs go long here. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slowly come down to lie on your back. Bend at your knees, legs about hip width distance apart. Lift the right leg up, bending at the knee, and place your right ankle on the left thigh. Stay here if the stretch feels good, or take your hand behind the leg for a nice stretch behind the thigh. Breathe here. Exhale, gently bringing the left leg back to the ground if you're holding onto your leg. And inhale, place the left leg back onto the earth. Exhale here. Inhale, take the left ankle to the right thigh. Stay here if this feels good, or if you took the leg in with your hands, repeat this on this side. Breathe here, allowing the breath to release any tension. Exhale, bring the foot back to the ground, letting your legs go long onto the mat. Setting up for our final resting pose, Savasana. Relax your arms by your sides. Relax the feet open like a book. Resting and releasing completely into Savasana. We practice yoga to become more mindful that we can call into our intention at any moment, knowing and trusting that it's available to us at all times. Allow yourself to rest for a few moments to soak up all the benefits of this practice. Begin to deepen the breath. Bring yourself back into your body, wiggling your fingers and the toes. Rolling over to the right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Using the left arm to push yourself up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Taking your hands to heart center in prayer pose. Dipping your chin in and lengthening the back of the neck. Thanking yourself and thanking your body for its ability to move in these poses, and taking the time to practice today. And thank you so much for choosing to practice with me. I am so grateful and humbled. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on this practice this morning. I'd love to know what your intention was for this morning. Comment down below and let me know what your intention was for this practice. Mine was gratitude today. Please subscribe for more free yoga content to access your highest self. I also love sharing healthy and healing habits. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos every week.